community members for a monthly membership fee. And anyone who is a member, they receive all free training on all of the equipment that we have in the space.
Fantastic. You mentioned the coffee shop earlier. There's some other things out there as well.
Yeah, so the Mill has a coffee shop on Innovation Campus. The Mill Coffee and Bistro serves as really a connecting spot for NIC partners, as well as the university, faculty, staff, students, the community, and our campus visitors. It's open daily, and it serves the Mill's signature coffee and teas, and also has breakfast and lunch items, as well as wine and local beer and cocktails. So always a great spot, really a welcoming spot to the community when they come out to Innovation Campus. We also have the NIC Conference Center, so located in the former 4-H building on Innovation Campus. It's housed in a historic building that's been reconstructed to provide a unique full-service conference center. It's operated and managed by the Nebraska Alumni Association, and the conference center really offers multifunctional meeting and collaboration space that includes a 400-seat auditorium, 350-seat banquet hall, and then 8 breakout rooms. So, and then finally, the Scarlet Hotel. If you haven't been out there, we certainly hope you come out and visit the Scarlet Hotel. It is a 6-story, 154-room boutique hotel right in the heart of Innovation Campus. And that space has been designed with local touches, and it really stays true to Nebraska's motto, and each room has a taste of the good life. So if you are in town, we hope you'll consider that as a place to stay or come out and enjoy one of the restaurants in the hotel.
It is fantastic. Love it. People that I know have stayed there have absolutely enjoyed their visit. Kate, thank you so much for updating us on all that. Chancellor, a lot going on campus at NIC. A lot of things happening there.
Well, but Greg, I just want to tell you, Kate is excellent. I have been so fortunate to have the opportunity to work with Kate over the last year. She's so creative and innovative, really understands the mission of the Innovation Campus, really understands what it means to be a good university partner, really understands how important it is to work with our companies that are on the Innovation Campus. All of us who are listening to this interview should be very grateful to Kate and her contributions to the state of Nebraska, to the city of Lincoln, and to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. She is just a true partner in every sense, and I'm very happy to work with her on a daily basis. For the last 155 years, the University of Nebraska has been a major contributor to higher education across our country and beyond. And I'm so happy to be working with Chancellor, now President, Jeff Gold, who was invested in his new position on September 5th in our beautiful historic state capitol in the Rotunda. And President Gold reminds us often that we are on an odyssey to the extraordinary. We are excellent now as a university, and our history sort of demonstrates that. There's evidence over the last 155 years that UNL and the university system is an excellent higher education entity. But I'm excited to be on an odyssey towards the extraordinary, and I'm excited to have an individual like President Jeff Gold leading the way, and each of us doing our part to contribute to seeing his vision for higher education in the state of Nebraska come to fruition.
Fantastic. Good to see you. As always, we'll chat again next week. Kate, again, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
We've got the Big Ten Blitz with Matt Cody coming up next.
You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Central Valley Ag on the Huskers Radio Network.
Working together, Central Valley Ag unites with our farmers to feed a hungry planet. Enroll in CVA's Go Early Seed program and maximize your purchasing power with 1 year of 0% financing for seed and crop protection. Register for a chance to win Husker football tickets when you enroll in CVA's Go Early Seed program by October 18th. Details at cvacoop.com. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag, the official co-op of Husker Nation.
Huskers farmers do it all. That's why at Ag Leader, we're devoted to making your life easier every day, through every season, with our easy-to-use precision farming technology that can do it all alongside you. From planting and spraying to steering and harvesting and more. Do it all on your farm with Ag Leader. Contact your local Ag Leader dealer or visit agleader.com to upgrade your farm equipment with proven precision farming technology from Ag Leader.
In today's digital landscape, the security of your business is non-negotiable. That's why you need better cybersecurity solutions. At Hamilton, we make it our business to protect your network, data, and digital assets with the latest in cybersecurity technology. Our dedicated team of experts has the technology in place to protect what matters most to you and your business. Stay ahead of cyber threats with better cybersecurity protection. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, a.k.a. fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now get 1.9% financing on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty, only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
To be a part of Nebraska Medicine.
Hi, welcome.
Is to be a part of something extraordinary.
Nebraska Medicine, how may I help you?
Because these are the doors that open doors.
How are you?
To growth and opportunity for each other and for our community.
That went really well.
For those who know that the academic experience.
You know what? I agree.
The life experience that you get here is beyond what you can get anywhere else. And that's exactly why here is where you belong. Join us at nebraskamed.com/careers. Nebraska Medicine. Together, extraordinary.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network. This is Big Red Football.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect that water is the reason parts of your concrete have gotten so uneven. Walkway tripping hazards, sinking pool deck, cracked driveways are dangerous threats to everyone's safety. But there's one way to learn how your concrete can be lifted. A free home inspection from Groundworks. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at groundworks.com. License number C142293.
This fall, be ready for every tailgate, touchdown, and adventure in a perfect car, truck, or SUV from Sid Dillon Chevrolet. Visit us in Blair, Crete, Fremont, or Wahoo and shop Nebraska's #1 volume Chevy dealer group. We're also your Chevrolet Business Elite dealer, offering medium-duty trucks and low-cab forwards. Visit us at SidDillonChevy.com. Together, let's drive.
Drives us, Sid Dillon.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now get 1.9% financing on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty, only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Welcome back to the Acres Broadcast Center. I'm Matt Coatney, and this is the Big Ten Blitz, presented by Groundworks, the official foundation company of the Huskers.
This is the Big Ten Blitz, Michigan.
And here to talk about the Wolverines, Angelique Changelas of the Detroit News. Michigan coming off a 10-point win over Arkansas State 28-18. And the story all week, Angelique, has been a change at quarterback. What's the latest for the Wolverines?
Yeah, I mean, Sharon Moore came in Monday, and everybody was a little scratching their head afterwards, like, why would you announce the new starter and give USC a chance to prepare? But it's Alex Orji. They started Davis Warren the first 3 games. He had 6 picks in those games and 3 last week against Arkansas State, and they just felt it was time to go with Orji, who did play about a little over a quarter last week. And, he's a run-first guy. He's not known for his arm, so it's going to be really interesting to see where this goes. But I think the general feeling was that the players needed to know this early on and kind of get their enthusiasm going, because I think that they were the team was feeling pretty down even after the win on Saturday.
Gotta imagine there'll be some nervous Wolverine fans walking into that stadium Saturday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think talking to a couple of friends of mine who were flying in for the game, they were waiting to buy tickets. And after that Texas loss, he was telling me that the tickets really dropped for USC. So, I think that Michigan fans, like most fans, can be fickle. And when they see their team lose and looking like they have been and struggling in these first 3 games, it's going to be really interesting to see what the fan turnout is on Saturday. But I think that people are starting to wonder, can this team turn things around and make it a respectable, 9-win, 10-win season like a lot of people thought. And I know you and I talked. I thought it'd be an 8-win season, and you look at the schedule, and now you're kind of wondering, well, I mean, which ones are they going to win? You can't say for sure now, and you certainly can't say it for Saturday's game.
2 of college football's blue bloods, USC and Michigan, Saturday, 2:30 Central on CBS. Angelique Changelis, as always, we appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Iowa.
Here to talk about the Hawkeyes, Scott Docterman from The Athletic. Iowa coming off a 38-21 win over Troy. That was a pretty nice bounce back, wasn't it, Scott, after the disappointing finish to the Iowa State game the week before?
Yeah, it was a frustrating first half for Iowa. I mean, they went in the locker room down, and it was mainly because of giving up big plays, which they usually don't do. But overall, I mean, I think you look statistically at what they've been able to accomplish, especially on the offensive side of the football. I think right now they're progressing really nicely. And overall, when you have both quarterbacks combined to go 20 of 24, and you have a running back who's leading the country in rushing yards, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing so far on the offensive side of the football.
Well, if you like running the football, you should love this Minnesota-Iowa matchup, right? For Saturday night. Kind of break that one down for us. How do you see this thing going?
Yeah, I've seen both teams in person this year. I went to the Gophers game against North Carolina, and I really like what Minnesota brings with Darius Taylor and Daniel Jackson. They're a very physical team. I think Iowa is more talented across the board defensively. Other than giving up some big plays, they've been outstanding this year. And likewise, I think Iowa, as its offense continues to grow, I think the Hawkeyes are a better team. But I think if they also make some mistakes, it could be a very close down to the end game in this humongous rivalry game.
Love it. Should be a fun one. In prime time on NBC, 6:30 Central Time. Iowa at Minnesota. Scott Docterman of The Athletic. Scott, as always, we appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Cornerstone Bank is committed to providing you game-changing solutions for your financial needs. Bank on a solid foundation. Cornerstone Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's a warm one tonight here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. The current time is 13 minutes after the hour of 6 o'clock Central in Lincoln. The current temperature here at Memorial Stadium, a very hot 93 degrees, although the sun has put the whole field in shade right now. Just the extreme eastern stands and the student section getting the sun right now, and that should go away. The relative humidity very low at 20%, and a small chance of rain probably after the game is over or maybe after midnight. I don't think we're going to have to worry about it. The Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by Acres, the Midwest's premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more. Acres, solutions for every field. I'm Matt Coatney in the Acres Broadcast Center at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. That's the Big Ten Blitz, and that will wrap up the Countdown to Kickoff show. The Matt Rule pregame show comes your way next.
You are
now listening to the Coach Rule Pregame, presented by Valley Irrigation, the leader in precision irrigation.
The Matt Rule pregame show is presented by Valley Irrigation, the leader in precision irrigation. Welcome inside Memorial Stadium. Nebraska set to open up Big Ten play in a top 25 matchup against Illinois. Huskers coming off a 34-3 win over UNI in the final non-conference matchup. Coach, you talk a lot about constantly learning, constantly getting better. How did that matchup against UNI prepare you? What did you learn from that matchup going into this week?
I think we learned a lot. We did some things really well that we were able to build off of and maybe accentuate more. And there's some other things we struggled with. They utilized some of the things that we saw last year against Michigan State and some different teams where Wisconsin, where they ran the quarterback. They got downhill and just tried to keep it third manageable. We learned how to have some poise and keep them out of the end zone. So a lot for us to learn on, a lot for us to build on.
Every week we're seeing new guys get into the end zone, new guys being utilized in this offense. How do you like the way Coach Satterfield is utilizing all the different weapons in this offense?
I think it's great. A lot of offenses go through one or two guys, and then all of a sudden one of those guys gets hurt or defense takes them away and you struggle. But we've got a bunch of guys that we feel like we can go to, and I think they're handling it appropriately.
You said one of the positives last week, we didn't have to punt. As much as we love Brian Buschini, always love when we don't have to see him run out there to punt. But some of the other areas of special teams, did you like that progress? And how important is that progress as you move into Big Ten play?
Yeah, I think it's huge. We're getting better. We're getting better in a lot of areas. We're not perfect, but we have some areas that I think that we can turn into strengths. And the hope is that with the focus we put on special teams, that it can win a game or two for us. And so we're not there yet. Hopefully we're there today, but that's something that Ed's working incredibly hard at, and our players are buying into.
Nothing goes better with Husker sports than Fairbury. Fairbury premium quality hot dogs deliver the home game experience to your family and friends. Fairbury, the official hot dog of Husker Nation. Back with more with Coach Rule coming up after this.
This is the Matt Rule pregame show. You're listening to Big Red Football.
Tune in to the 12th annual Team Jack Radiothon presented by the Home Agency on September 26 to raise funds for childhood brain cancer research. Childhood brain cancer is a devastating disease affecting 5,000 children each year. Current treatments are over 40 years old and leave children with lifelong deficits. Team Jack is working to change this. Become a champion for a cure for just $20 a month. Every dollar counts towards discovering new treatments and ultimately saving young lives. Visit teamjackfoundation.org to donate. Your contribution matters more than ever.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
Now get 1.9% financing on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty, only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating,
and Electrical.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Black Shirt and CEO of Teammates Mentoring.
We are recruiting teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week at the school can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
Hey Husker fans, Coach Rule here, thanking you for your incredible support of Nebraska football. We're working every day to bring championship football back to Nebraska. Just as important is your contribution to 1890 Nebraska, the official NIL collective of Husker Athletics. Every contribution, no matter how small, makes a big impact. Your support helps us recruit and retain top talent, bringing a winning program that can compete at the highest level. Visit 1890nebraska.com or text NEBNIL to 801-801 now.
It's more powerful than the legendary Husker option offense. More powerful than the black shirt defense. It's the sun, and you can harness its power with J-Tech Solar. J-Tech, the official solar energy experts of the Huskers, can help you shrink your energy bills and start saving money now. Solar power is clean, affordable, and it's dependable because the sun always shines on the Huskers. J-Tech Solar for your home, business, or agriculture energy needs. Visit jtechsolar.com.
The Huskers Radio Network is brought to you in part by your Midwest Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com for all your truck, SUV, and electric vehicle needs. Huskers set to run out in front of another sellout crowd, the 400th sellout crowd on this Friday night, a rare Friday night matchup here inside Memorial Stadium. You had talked a lot about not changing the schedule up too much, but how was the approach this week as you guys prepare for this Friday night matchup?
Yeah, it's a grind, because you are a day short. The guys are having to hit on a day that normally maybe they wouldn't hit, or change some of those things. But I think they've invested in it. They've put the time in. The coaches worked really hard to get the game plan done early so they could be ready. And now we'll put it on the players' hands, let them go out and execute and play as hard as they possibly can.
You and the defensive players both had talked about not playing up to the standard at times last week. How did you see that translate into practice this week?
Well, I think the biggest thing on defense was we had some missed assignments. We had some guys line up and come the wrong direction, and we didn't tackle at the level we wanted. We gave up way more yards after contact than we're used to, and so I thought you saw the guys in practice run better angles, strike. We were even still hitting on Wednesday for a Friday game. So they know that's what they need to work on. And as I told them, it's okay to have something happen to you, and you just have to learn from it. If you let something beat you twice, then that's on you. And so it was a warning shot. We saw it. Hopefully we handle it better tonight versus a really big back and a good running game.
You held out Jamari Butler last week, hoping to have him back this week. What does he provide for your defense in a matchup like this?
Well, he's a great player, and he's a great teammate, and he's one of those guys that the team feeds off of. So having him out there tonight is a big deal for us.
Pioneer is proud to partner with Iowa and Nebraska for the Pioneer Heroes game. Do you know someone who has positively impacted their community and who stands as an inspiration to others? If so, please submit your local hero nomination at huskers.com/hero. Back with final thoughts from Coach Roll coming up.
You're listening to the Matt Rule pregame show on the Huskers Radio Network.
Attention, Husker Nation. Are you ready to power up your game? Sapp Brothers bleeds Husker Red, and our high-quality off-road red diesel is the fuel that powers your equipment. As official sponsors of the Huskers, we're here with a touchdown offer with the Sapp Brothers Go Big Red Fuel Giveaway. Contract your upcoming fuel needs by February 1st and enter to win 1,000 free gallons of our off-road red diesel. Keep your engines roaring and your equipment running strong. With this winning opportunity, Sapp Brothers fuels Husker Nation. Visit sappbros.net/fuel giveaway for more info.
There's a hero in all of us. Pioneer is proud to partner with Nebraska and Iowa for the Pioneer Heroes game. Together, we want to recognize and celebrate local heroes who exemplify the goal of positively impacting the community and who stand as an inspiration to others. If you have a family member or a community member you'd like to recognize, please nominate them at huskers.com/hero so we can celebrate the heroes in your community.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
This is the Matt Rule pregame show. You're listening to Big Red Football.
There's only a few minutes left before Mom gets home and Dad needs a win.
He's had a long day, Mac.
He certainly has. Will this All-Star deliver dinner on time, or will Takeout take the title?
Oh, look. He's changing up formation. What's he up to?
There's a snap. He's heading to the fridge. Something's happening. He's going for...
I can't believe it.
Dad's got a bottle of Dorothy Lynch, and he's done it. The chicken, the salad, the veggies. He could go all the way.
Incredible flavor. Unbelievably easy. That's how you win with Dorothy Lynch. At Cox Mobile, we know you're smart. You brush your teeth in the shower to save time, make coffee ice cubes for your cold brew, and wear goggles to cut onions. You also added Cox Mobile. So smart. Now you're running on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability and saving on your Cox internet. It's ingenious, just like you.
Oh, thanks.
Cox Mobile, the smart way to mobile. Cox postpaid internet required. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to H 2023. Other restrictions apply. Learn more at cox.com/mobile.
The Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by Acres, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer, supplying the equipment and service to advance agriculture and much more. Acres, solutions for every field. Well, Coach, you have said that this Illinois team is a little bit of a mirror image of you guys, especially statistically, but physicality especially. How do you win a battle like that when both teams want to be the most physical football team?
Well, I think it'll be a war of attrition. It's body blows. You get in the ring and you punch hard to the body and you see who flinches first. And a lot, to me, will depend on situational things like, if we win the turnover battle or not. They're +8 right now. They've taken the ball away at a really high level. And so we have to do a great job of protecting the football and taking the ball away ourselves, tackling well. They're living off of big plays to 4 and 13. So we know what to expect. I'm sure they'll give us something different, maybe some tempo tonight. But, we have to make plays. They'll make some plays. We have to just make more than they make.
Yeah, you've been complimentary of that, the offense and some of their playmakers. What kind of challenge does Illinois present your defense?
Well, they have two guys on the outside who are explosive players in 4 and 13, and so that opens up the middle of the field, right? And now you can run the ball downhill, be physical in the run game, and you add into that a quarterback who's athletic and mobile, and that adds another dimension. So if you double cover the receivers, you have to worry about the run game and quarterback. If you single cover the receivers, then you have to defend them. And so the great thing here is in this program, we believe in our players. We're going to let them go play, and they have to go make the plays to win.
You had mentioned their ability to take the ball away. What makes them so successful at that, and how do you prevent that success from happening against Nebraska?
They play aggressive defense. They're not afraid to blitz. They're not afraid to play 5D linemen and try to stop the run, make you throw it. And then they have guys back there looking to pick the ball off. And so we have to go up and make the contested catch. We have to go out and attack the ball and make the plays. And we have to protect the quarterback versus the onslaught that they're going to try to bring against us. So it's something that I think we're prepared for. Now we just have to go do it.
Ready for another rockin' atmosphere?
I can't wait. The student section, the fans. I think it'll be a really special night, and obviously celebrating 400 sellouts is really cool.
Go get them, Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
This week's contestant for the Woodhouse Block Punt for a Touchdown contest is Rachel Forster. Remember, if the Huskers block a punt and return it for a touchdown, Rachel could win a 2-year, 10,000-mile-per-year lease on a truck from Woodhouse. Go to huskers.com/Woodhouse for official rules and how to enter. All right, coming up next, we'll send things up to the Noddle Company's broadcast booth to get things going.
You're listening to the Matt Rule pregame show on the Huskers Radio Network.
Husker fans, visit a participating AGCO dealer now until November 1st and enter for a chance to win a pair of tickets and pregame hospitality passes to the Nebraska versus Wisconsin football game on November 23rd in Lincoln. See your True Turf and Ag locations in Osmond, Columbus, and Falls City, Osceola Implement, and Kearney Equipment to enter for your chance to win this season.
When challenging conditions arise, we don't back down. We up our game. Outpacing the competition with innovations fueled by Bayer's R&D, keeping you equipped with an expanded portfolio, elite genetics, and additional local test plots. Channel leads the field, so you can rise above. See how at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Welcome back to the Noddle Company's broadcast booth at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, and Illinois. Coming up at 5 minutes after the hour is 7 o'clock Central. 3 Big Ten teams are off this weekend. Michigan State, Oregon, and Wisconsin. Among the big games tomorrow, number 11 USC at number 18 Michigan at 2:30 p.m. Central, 2:40 p.m. Central. UCLA at number 16 LSU. Northwestern at Washington at 6 p.m. At 6:30 p.m. Central, it's Iowa at Minnesota. And then at 7:30 p.m. Central tomorrow night, Purdue at Oregon State in Corvallis. I'm Matt Coatney in the Noddle Company's broadcast booth in Lincoln. Get ready, Nebraska. The Huskers are opening Big Ten play with a matchup of two nationally ranked teams. The 400th consecutive sellout college football on a Friday night. Nebraska versus Illinois. Husker football next.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Huskers Radio Network. It's time for Nebraska Cornhuskers football.
Rogers deep for Nebraska. Here's Wiley's kick. It's high. It holds up there. Rogers takes the ball at the 30. He's hit and got away. Back upfield to the 35, to the 40. He's to the 45. He's to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 20, to the 10. He's all the way home. Rozier turns. He's running back around the field. He's trying to get away. He's looking for blockers. He turns upfield. He's going to run a touchdown. In the middle of the back play, and it's Schlesinger inside the 5. In there for the touchdown. He's got the touchdown.
And an option to the right. Tommy on the keep. Turns the corner. 25-30. Eludes a tackler. 35. Tommy Frazier. 37, 38, 39, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. He's going to cross to the middle. Juggle. Diving touchdown, Nebraska. Davison under the deflection. Thunder, who gives it back to Mike Stokes. He's going to throw it. He's got a man out there. 40. It is Eric Crouch. 15, 10, 5. The kick is getting its way, and the kick is good.
40, Roy to midfield. Roy Heller to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. You betcha. That is a touchdown for Nebraska. Back to Burkhead off the left side. Rex has a seam. 15, 10. Burkhead 5. Guys, he's in. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the Huskers have come all the throw down toward the goal line going up. Ball tipped in the air. Caught. Touchdown. Jordan Westerkamp. Nebraska wins the game on the final play of the contest. Oh, baby.
Brought to you locally by This is the pre-kickoff show, brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery.
November 3rd, 1962, the Nebraska Cornhuskers stood unbeaten at 6-0 under first-year head coach Bob Devaney. It was the first time since 1954 that NU had reached the 6-win mark, and Husker fans had taken a liking to the personable Irishman from Michigan who rode in from Wyoming, believing the Big Red could be a big winner. Those fans began to believe, too. And on that Saturday afternoon, they came to downtown Lincoln in droves, soaring the capacity of 31,000 and selling out Memorial Stadium to over 36 grand. While the story is a bit tarnished by the fact that Missouri spoiled the day, handing Devaney his first loss as the Huskers head coach, 16-7 the final score, the people were undaunted, and they still believed that every time the doors were opened, the Husker faithful, those fortunate to have tickets, were there to pour into the sea of red. Tonight, Memorial Stadium is sold out for the 400th consecutive time, and fans are believing, as they did for Devaney and Tom Osborne, whose name is now on the field, that once again the Big Red can win big, now under the leadership of a New York son of a preacher man named Matt Rule. Good evening, football fans. I'm Bill Dolman, honored and humbled to be asked to help out tonight and bring you what is truly a big game in the Big Ten on this historic night. It's a conference opening matchup, and as you know by now, between two ranked teams in your 22nd ranked Huskers and number 24 Illinois. It's been well chronicled already that both teams are 3-0. Each has an attention-getting win. Nebraska's dominant 28-10 humbling of Colorado in Week 2, the same weekend that the Illini defeated then 19th ranked Kansas. The two teams also have taken care of business as they should have. Nebraska in its victories over UTEP and Northern Iowa. Illinois shut out Eastern Illinois 45-0 in its opener and handled Central Michigan easily last week. Two terrific college football coaches lead their teams. Brett Bielema is an Illinois native whose teams are trademarked by solid fundamentals, rugged line play, and physicality on both sides of the ball. Nebraska's Matt Rule has become one of the most talked about coaches in the country for the organization and foundation he's put into place to put the Huskers in position to win with an exciting offense and a fair defense. And make no mistake about it, there is no better show in college football than a night game at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Now, we're going to talk more about the game in a moment, but before we do go to break, As you know, Greg Sharp has been bravely and publicly fighting cancer to be here as often as possible, as well as on Sports Nightly. These past 3 weeks, it has been so heartening to see him in the press box and hear his calls, providing his familiar soundtrack for Nebraska football. Today, he had a scheduled procedure and is now getting some rest. And I join you, Husker fans, in looking forward to having Greg back here where we all know he loves to be, in the booth with his headset on, being the voice of the Huskers. I texted that message to him yesterday, and he responded with, "Call a winner." Well, we're going to leave that for Matt Rule, his men, and you Husker fans, and we're going to be happy to take in all of the action. So to Amy, to Campbell, Emily, and Taylor, and especially to you, Greg, your Husker family and friends are praying for you all. We hope you enjoy tonight's game between Nebraska and Illinois. Damon Ben.
You're listening to the Pre-Kickoff Show, brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery on the Husker Network.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
See Agent Matt Moorhead or Joanne Shamanek in Lincoln or Scott Jeffers in McCook today.
There's only a few minutes left before Mom gets home and Dad needs a win.
He's had a long day, Mac.
Ugh, he certainly has. Will this All-Star deliver dinner on time, or will Takeout take the title?
Oh, look. He's changing up formation. What's he up to?
There's a snap. He's heading to the fridge. Something's happening.
He's going for it. I can't believe it.
Dad's got a bottle of Dorothy Lynch, and he's done it. The chicken, the salad, the veggies. He could go all the way.
Incredible flavor. Unbelievably easy. That's how you win with Dorothy Lynch.
If you've been looking for a reason to fill up your car with unleaded 88, how about this? Unleaded 88
can help you save big at the pump
and save the planet by cutting greenhouse gas emissions.
Any car 2001 or newer is approved to use unleaded 88. Speaking of good, it's made from corn, which is great for farmers.
As I was saying, if you need a reason to choose unleaded 88, there you have them. Unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind. Visit chooseunleaded88.com to learn more.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy. Some restrictions apply.
In the heartland, where ambition thrives, there are those who are made and those who are made for more. Just like the Huskers on game day, Kloss, a leading producer of ag equipment, unleashes the power of ambition in the field. Discover why our cutting-edge machinery and unwavering support aren't just a promise, they're a commitment to your success. Because at Kloss, we know you are made for more. Visit your Kloss dealer or CLAAS.com.
This is Big Red Football.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough.
Now get 1.9% financing on a brand new 2024 F-150 or Super Duty, only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet, too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Brought to you by Nebraska 811.
Plungers and store-bought chemicals can only go so far and can harm your drains. Call the professionals at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical to get your drains flowing. We won't only make sure the clog is taken care of, but we will ensure your drains are completely clean so the clog will not come back. Give John Henry's a call today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
And Electrical.
Hi, I'm Tom Osborne, former football coach and co-founder of the Teammates Mentoring Program.
And I'm Des Moines Adams, Husker Black Shirt and CEO of Teammates Mentor.
We are recruiting teammates mentors and need caring adults to be in the lives of our students.
Meeting with a student once a week at the school can make a positive impact in their life and have a ripple effect in our communities.
Please join our team.
Go to teammates.org today.
You're listening to the Pre-Kickoff Show, brought to you by the Nebraska Lottery on the Huskers Radio Network.
Nebraska and Illinois getting set to go for a battle between two ranked teams at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. Nebraska ranked number 22 in the country. Illinois, somewhat surprisingly, a 3-0 start, sneaks into the top 25 at number 24. I'm Bill Doman. Let's bring in two-time national championship running back Damon Benning, and Jessica Cootie will be joining us in just a moment as well. But, Damon, we got to talk about the headliner of the day, or the night, as the case is. 400th consecutive sellout at Memorial Stadium. You've been here for maybe half of them or a little bit more, and probably a few more than that. What are your fondest memories of Memorial Stadium coming here, perhaps before you were even a Husker?
Yeah, that's true, and both are before I was a Husker. I think number one was, I'm 6 years old. It's 1980, and I'm sitting on the bench after a practice going into a game, and I get to take a picture with Roger Craig, who would soon become my favorite Nebraska player of all time. The bar across the face mask, he let me wear his helmet. My mom still has that picture in black and white. That one is a special one to me. And then this one may surprise you because it was in a loss, but it was a rainy, drenched day here at Memorial Stadium, and Eric Bieniemy had coughed the ball up 4 or 5 times heading into that fourth quarter before he helped seal a victory for Colorado. And I just remember on an unofficial visit, I'm down here, Dante Jones and Abdul Muhammad, who were here kind of as quote-unquote hosts, and I thought, this place is electric. This is where I want to be. And I saw the ebbs and flows of the crowd and the impact, and I'm thinking, this place is truly special. And I think for me, those are the two that resonate the most.
Roger Craig wore 21.
He did.
And you wore?
21.
Must have been
There's no coincidence.
Lasting impression. Well, since you mentioned the loss, my first game was actually Tom Osborne's first loss when Nebraska lost to Missouri in 1973. But times have certainly changed, and this is an incredible night, and there's an incredible celebration planned throughout the game today at Memorial Stadium. And it's going to be a daunting task for this Illini team to come in. I know they played their first 3 games at home. They had a sellout crowd for the win over Kansas, but that was 60,000. This is going to be pushing close to 90,000 fans who have been excited about this game and really been counting down these sellouts from about the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, I think for them and for Coach Bielema, just knowing his personality, it's a little bit of a prove-it game, right? I think people have made, since UNLV beat Kansas, they've kind of diminished the win against Kansas, even though they dominated that game. I know they got the 4 takeaways, the gimme late, but I think for him, he wants to see his team come on the road in an environment that I think will be fairly electric tonight and see if they can play up to par. I think for Nebraska, this is just part of the process. One more and to get a notch on the belt for them and Coach Rule, still continuing to fall in love with the process. Tonight, it happens to be 400, and it happens to be Illinois.
Before we make Jessica Cootie do a little bit more work getting the kickoff and all that, let's bring her in for a Rob Seco sideline report. And Jessica, you've been around for the last few years, maybe not around for as long or as many as these consecutive sellouts as Damon and myself, but What stands out to you in your time here at Nebraska?
I don't have to go back very far. It's got to just be a couple weeks ago in that win over Colorado, because that is one of the loudest college football atmospheres I've been in my entire career. But guys, just taking in warm-ups down here. We did get the availability report about a couple hours before kickoff, and Tristan Alvano.
Genius who needs no introduction.
The 504 boys, how I move through the live, babe. Since 12, the flame been hot just to show you the time frame. 100 mil down on my desk, but I'm still up deciding. Mashing M's in my account to the truck in my driveway.
It's showtime as the Cornhusker Marching Band and Nebraska Spirit Squad take the field to begin another pregame spectacular. Now is the time for the Marching Red Experience. Presenting in their 145th year, the University of Nebraska Cornhusker Marching Band. This is the pride of all Nebraska. With twirlers Brittany Berry and Stephanie Lean. And drum majors Violin Decker, Tanner Moss, Jason Manzino, and Annie Van Kampen. It's football under the Friday night lights, and there is no place like Nebraska. We welcome our visitors from the University of Illinois. In the United States, National POW MIA Recognition Day is observed on the third Friday in September. Today, on September 20th, 2024, we remember those who were prisoners of war and those who are still missing in action. At this time, please pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. Now please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem, conducted by Director of Bands Dr. Carolyn Barber. By executive order of the Commander-in-Chief, all active duty military personnel in civilian attire and military veterans are authorized to maintain their cover and render a proper hand salute. The colors are being presented by a full joint color guard and commanded by midshipmen from the Navy ROTC program.
Presented by J-Tech Construction and Solar. The Black Shirts. Ty Robinson. Nash Hutmaker. Jamari Butler. Linebackers. John Bullock. Mekhi Bayer. MJ Sherman. The secondary. Tommy Hill. Isaac Gifford. Malcolm Hartzog Jr. Deshaun Singleton. Marquise Buford Jr. The Specialists. Tristan Alvano. John Hall. Brian Buscini. On the offense, Turner Corcoran. Justin Evans. Ben Scott. Henry Lutomsky. Bryce Benhart. Receivers at tight end, Thomas Fedoni II. At slot receiver, Janiron Bonner. At wideout, Jamal Banks. Isaiah Nair. In the backfield, at running back, Ramir Johnson. And at quarterback, Dylan Raiola.
Since 1962, Husker Nation has been the standard.
Replete with fans bursting with passion and expectation, Memorial Stadium in Lincoln is a thing to behold.
The sea of red, loud and relentless in all kinds of weather. Unforgettable moments, fueled by a common passion for the Big Red. Through these gates, legends are born.
Eric Crouch, 15, 10, 5 touchdown!
Within these walls, records are shattered.
Ball tipped in the air. Touchdown! Good luck, you can't!
Not the victory, but the action.
What an amazing run! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Not the goal, but the game. In the deed, the glory. There is no place like Nebraska.